EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Arizona Cardinals. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Throwing Jones. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. A limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Look at this Arizona defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Scott to return it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his good tight end. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
at the Giants' 17-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And his kick is indeed good, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
Yeah, they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything? There he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Nothing fancy there, a little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described, and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
Now Jones. That one finds Hyatt. Touchdown! Jalen Hyatt, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Giants 7, Cardinals 3.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? And
as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's a 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. You talk about this Giant defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
How about that stuff right there? Got into the backfield, spilled him for a loss. An excellent illustration of why they've been so good.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Short one here, caught by McBride.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The Cardinals at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
That's out quickly to Hyatt. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Now Jones on 1st and 10. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
A throw over the middle, taken in. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you try to have a few men in the box there.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 4.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. Then march to the end zone the last time out.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Jones on 3rd down.
Hyatt there to grab it.
Yeah, he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
And he is going to have the Giants first down by a good couple of yards as they get 3 there on 4th and inches.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
In motion right, that's Hyatt. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Jones. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. For 30 more yards and another first down. Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From just shy of midfield, Jones will find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
2nd down and 4. Throwing Jones. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The run on 3rd and long, so I guess waving the white flag a little bit.
Yeah, and I think sometimes teams are so committed to running the football that they'll take a chance, even in a long yardage situation, to let them know on the other side, this is what we're going to be about today. In this case, they didn't get a 1st down, but if you're thinking along with them, hey, they might be committed to running it all game long.
We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Here's Jones. A final shot before break. He's going to air one out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's in for the touchdown. And the final play of the 1st half, the prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. This taken in at the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the 1st half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play there for Arizona. And even 40 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Well, toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line. Back to throw again. Here's Johnson with a reception. A good pickup there at 22.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Cardinals! Trey McBride, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cards have got it back to within a score. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
87 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And when you're in a 1-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Now Jones. Open man here is Benson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get in that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Jones now off the bootleg. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Giants. Paris Campbell, 37 yards. And the Giants add 6 to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he bowls over it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30.
I think this defense is still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like
touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And this is back to a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 129 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 7. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That one finds Hyatt.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. A first down carry for Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Off the bootleg, Jones. Touchdown, Giants! Darren Waller from 4 yards out. And the Giants will add to their fourth quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
31, Cardinals 19.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. This to the sideline and over everybody, incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Cardinals on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. They'll run on 1st down with Price. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 38-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. He's got room at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. It's a giant 1st down on a gain of 16.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space.
And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will make this a 19-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Let's go. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's more. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
1st down and 10 yards to go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Just all around a solid performance, and now fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Giants, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games.